I don't know her.
On Potomac.
Don't know her.
You just was talking about Stacey, the newbie that we like.
The mess chop.
Did you see the picture of him when he was young?
Baby, did you see the picture of him on Sister? Oh.
That man was fine!
Baby, I was trying to stretch my legs out to see how I could,
I was like, you know what, Stacey?
Yeah.
I understand.
I understand.
If that's the gay man you gonna get, you go, girl.
Get it.
Not that TJ's gay.
Not at all. Allegedly.
He's gay for God.
I love that. Yes. Gay meaning happy.
Yeah, gay meaning happy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Happy for God.
I love God. Do you love God?
Me too.
Yes.
I love you. You love me.
And we both love G-O-D.
Yes,
Y'all
bitch.
didn't know I was a gospel singer.
Ew.
Hallelujah! This has been kind of a boring season.
It's kind of been a boring season. The only people that have really had something going on is Stacey and Mia.
I mean, and let me tell you.
Well, Karen's DUI, obviously.
Karen's DUI, that's the power of the OG.
Yeah.
Because I was watching tonight, the most recent episode 13, and I was like, Karen has been coasting despite the fact that this is Karen's season. Mm-hmm. And that's a real power move, that you are able to coast on your season. Because, I don't care what anybody says. Everybody knows. Every housewife, it takes turns every season. Somebody
is in the hot seat.
They're in the hot seat.
Of course.
And the fact that this is Karen's hot seat season, but she's been able to coast, I'm like, good for you, Grand Dame.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Seriously. No, 1,000%.
Let me tell you.
1,000%.
I think that's interesting, but I also think that speaks volumes that you'll definitely see Karen season 10. You're definitely going to see Giselle season 10. I would love for Bravo to go and give us Katie back as a friend of for season 10.
Oh, Katie roast.
And I just want let me tell you, I just want Bravo to be like, look, Katie, we're going to give you a flat 15 G's up front. Get your motherfucking hair done. Rent you a car. Put your kids in that car and show up to filming and act up.
Yeah.
Because when she came back, what was it, season 4 or 5?
Yes.
That's my favorite season.
That's my favorite season. Baby, she was reading the girls. Like, it was just, so crazy.
I'm sorry I called you dumb. Maybe I meant you were stupid. Like, Katie, that shit was so funny.
Yeah.
And then Ashley was so mad. And y'all know I'm a huge Ashley fan.
I know.
But that was so funny. And then Robin cannot keep her composure. Robin is like dying. I'm not going to lie. Kiana's so boring. We could have kept Robin.
I miss Robin. I said the same thing.
I was like, I kind of miss Robin.
Damn, where's Robin? Because at least Robin would have been calling Karen out on her shit.
She would.
Yeah. She would.
Yeah. I think they should demote Robin.
Giselle has kind of laid back on Karen because she's like, okay, I lost Robin. I can't lose somebody else. So she's kind of leaning into
Ashley under her wing, and she's definitely leaning into Karen.
1,000%.
We need a shakeup. We need a shakeup.
Yeah, I think that this season is better than last season. But it still needs some
last season the fight?
tweaking. Last season was the NECA and Charisse, and there was nothing really going on last season.
No, I disagree. I think that let me tell you, actually, we could take NECA. I'd bring NECA back season 10.
I think if you bring NECA back, you would have to let Wendy go. Because you don't want to have a repeat of that season.
I don't think it would be a repeat of that.
You don't think so?
I don't think it'd be that.
Okay.
I don't think it'd be that. But I would bring NECA back.
I didn't hate NECA. I hate that they got so bogged down in that whole NECA-Wendy thing.
And then I hate that they chose Wendy over NECA instead of forcing Wendy to interact with NECA. Or being like, Wendy, you can lose this check.
Yeah.
And that's what I hate when they do that. Because I do feel like they allow the women too much power when they refuse to film with other people or refuse to let a storyline go forward because they don't want to interact with that person.
Yes.
I wish the network would be like, okay, well, we've chosen this person to be a part of our show. Mm-hmm. So if you want to continue to be a part of our show, you can either interact or you can go.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you they're going to interact because all those women be needing that check.
Of course. Definitely. 1,000%.
So.
Yeah.
And that's why, and that is why I will forever, for the love of me, love Margaret Josephs and Jennifer Aiden, because I think those are two housewives that have always understood the importance of the disliking dynamic to keep a show moving. Like, you can dislike me, I can dislike you, but I'm going to engage with you.
Yeah.
Because this is how we get a check.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that. Even Jackie.
Yeah.
Even Jackie Goldschneider.
I know. This last season.
I hate that they're redoing Jersey. I love so many of the girls. I just wish that they could have gotten past this whole... They should have just got rid of Melissa. Sorry, y'all. I said it. They should have just got rid of Melissa. They should have.
Yeah. It would have forced the other girls to make it work.
It would have forced the other girls to make it work. I would have loved to see them get rid of Melissa and then let I would have loved Siggy back. But get rid of Melissa and
Siggy?
I like Siggy.
Oh, Lord.
I think what makes Jersey work is when you have somebody that's not Jersey.
Yeah.
Because for so long, Jersey has always been the family, the Jersey, the Italians. It was always so
I think the one thing Jersey hasn't had is a big name. So that's what I would do. I would put a big name in Jersey.
They tried with Tiki Barber and his wife.
Is he a big name?
Tiki Barber was a big deal.
But she's not.
She's not.
I would put a female who has a big name in Jersey. Kind of like they've done it in a lot of different cities. You already know what I'm about to say.
I see your Wendy Williams.
Oh my God. No, Wendy's out of commission, unfortunately. But like even like a Snooki or like somebody like along those lines, I think it would shake it up a little bit.
I don't know why they never went full force with. I wonder why they didn't go forward with DJ Envy's wife from The Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah, now see,
she filmed for the show a couple times.
I remember, yeah.
So, and then we would have gotten a woman of color. Well, I guess they're all women of color.
Yeah.
But we would have got a woman with some pigmentation in her skin.
Yes.
Other than Dolores, who is black, and we know you black. I would get so tired of Dolores trying to act like she ain't a sister.
Oh, I know, right?
Dolores, you is a black woman. Look at that rompa-thompa catfish booty.
Oh my God, I know.
I guarantee you if Dolores' hair get wet, it nap up. Like, Dolores is black. Her name is Dolores. I got a black auntie named Dolores.
Shut up, do you really?
Dolores Baker, yes.
Oh my God.
Hey, auntie.
Hey, auntie.
Yeah.
So, kind of finishing up our recap on Potomac. Giselle and Ashley at the Love Lagoon brought a date from their speed dating. Mm-hmm. Did you see any chemistry between them?
I saw the chemistry between Giselle and Shams.
Nom.
What?
Nom.
Is the name of Shams?
No, Nom.
Who is Shams?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, well... Between Giselle and that dark-skinned, bald-headed black man, soon as he walked on the screen, I was like, she's gonna like him. Yeah. I was like, that's her type. As soon as he walked on the screen, I was like, oh, this is it. I mean, you could see how giggly schoolgirl she is. And I loved that for her. Mm-hmm. So I would love to... Oh, wait, aren't we getting a dating show from Bravo with Giselle?
We are.
Love
Hotel.
I was just about to say, I would love to watch Giselle in a dating show.
Yeah, the Love Hotel.
Like the Queen's Court type thing, I would love to see Giselle in that.
Yes.
So the Love Hotel with Giselle is a great thing.
Yeah.
Because I do genuinely feel like Giselle has authentically tried to date on TV.
Yes.
Which I feel like a lot of the women don't do. I feel like a lot of the women wait till they have gotten into something serious enough with a man to then bring them on. But I feel like Giselle is one of the few housewives that have genuinely dated looking for love on camera. And I love that.
Yeah, I agree.
Giselle's really giving herself.
Mm-hmm. So what about Ashley's date? The white guy, Josh.
He made me uncomfortable. And I think it was his nappy hair. Something about white people with nappy hair, no offense, Sam. Something about white people with nappy hair sometimes just makes me uncomfortable.
I liked him. I thought he was nice. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, I didn't like that Wendy kept calling him Jack Harlow.
I didn't care for that either. But
I thought it was kind of weird.
I was also uncomfortable the fact that he drove a Range Rover Evoque.
It made you uncomfortable?
That makes me anybody who owns a Range Rover Evoque makes me uncomfortable.
He cares about the environment.
Next week on... Yeah, no, I just feel like that's the type of person that's like wants to say I drive a Range Rover, but then when you're like, oh, okay, you have a Range Rover, and they see that, it's like that's technically a RAV4 that they just put Range Rover on.
Yeah.
Because that's not like a real Range Rover. Like when you think of, when somebody's like, I have a Range Rover, you think big body range.
Big body. Yes.
And then you're like, it might be a sport, but we're going to hope it's the big one.
Yes.
And then if they should pull it up in the Evoque, I would literally be like, I'm sorry, I don't even live here. just go back home. I'm like, just no, I'm not getting in that. You could have just bought a Honda Pilot.
Oh my
God. Honda CRV. Shit. The fuck?
And then kind of finally, so Mia has a breakdown once they get to Panama.
And she don't know where her kids are.
About the parenting situation, finding out that Gordon took the kids from the nanny and put them with another previous nanny that Mia didn't know about, and she couldn't get in touch with Gordon. How much of that do you believe was real? Well, let me say this. Let me preface this. Have you ever been in a situation where you couldn't get in touch with Caroline, or she couldn't get in touch with you, and you had the kids, and she was genuinely worried, or you were genuinely worried about what was going on?
No, and that's because I know, and she knows. We both know that if our children are with one of us, then our children are fine. Mm-hmm. Like, genuinely. Like, if she was to get mad and take the kids, I don't, no part of me, there is not an ounce of anything in my body that thinks that she would harm one of my children or put my children in harm's way. And I know she feels the same way. Because if anything, she knows when I get upset, I'm the one that's like, I'm taking the kids and I'm leaving. And she'd be like, okay, good, bye. I'm tired of them. I have them all the time. Y'all will be back in 24 hours. So, like, I mean, so, no, we have never been in that situation. So, I am a lot like Ashley Darby in that situation. If I don't know that my children are happy, healthy, and safe, I don't care what contract I sign. I don't care where I am in the world. I don't care what's going on. My children will always be my top priority. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if I'm sitting there with Putin, Obama, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, Adam, Levine, and Beyonce, the drag queen. I'm getting up and going to my babies. And I connected on another level with Ashley when she was like, no. Sorry, all of this would have to just be pause because I'm going to my kids. Mm-hmm. That's me too.
Yeah.
Going to my kids.
I see that, yeah.
So I feel like it's weird for her to be like, oh my God, I'm so distraught. Oh, okay, they're with you. It's okay. It'll be fine. I don't know. Everything to me now, this season that Mia does is just giving a just low budget performance, and I'm just trying anything and everything, like you said, to like be bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's just giving... This ain't it.
I agree.
It ain't it.
No. So they pick up in episode 13 where Mia's crying over not knowing where the kids are. And then she eventually finds out that Gordon did drop off the kids with the former nanny.
Do you think Gordon is justified in his actions?
I mean, they're equally both their kids, right? I think that communication's key in any relationship. So if we can fault him for one thing, it's not communicating that. But again, I'm sure he's not like, stigmatizing every movement that Mia does and is like, oh, well, you said you were going to be, here at 6:30 and now you're at 7:30, or you said you were going to be at this address, you're at this address. Like you said, if the kids are happy and healthy and one of the parents is aware of that, that's the most important thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you see the post that Mia posted with Gordon the other day?
I did, for Happy New Year's.
And you see how she got rid of all of the pictures
of ink.
Uh-huh. Of Inky Dinky?
Apple box. It's interesting. I mean, I'd be lying if I say I'm not shocked. Like, I'm not shocked at all. I definitely think we all saw that coming. Just more so.
I did, and I thought that Mia and Ink were going to be together.
Maybe she did say ink is permanent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he said, baby, I got a laser.
I thought it was going to work. I thought that this was going to be their chance for their happily ever after.
No. I never thought that because the door wasn't fully closed on her and Gordon. You have to close one door before you open another one. She should have took care of her divorce. She should have done all the things before she jumped into something else. It just makes it an uncomfortable situation for everybody.
You're right.
And they live in the same building.
You're right.
Yeah, no. There was no way it was ever going to work because there's no separation. So, but
Who you think got a bigger shoe size, Mia or Ink?
They probably share shoes. That's probably why they get along so well. Look.
Let me tell you, if they sharing shoes, he need to put on a pair of them heels so he can get a little taller. And then, is Mia a hoe or is she just sexually free? Because now, y'all, let me tell you, I'm a little bit of both. I was a hoe, but I'm a reformed hoe, so now I'm just sexually free. And I'm really not sexually free because I'm married. So, I'm a reformed hoe who would be sexually free had I not been married. Mm-hmm. I think Mia is just a 304.
A what?
A 304.
What's a 304?
Uh-huh.
Oh. 304. Oh, it's hoe spelled backwards. Oh my God, it's so creative. You know what it is for me?
You picked that up really quickly.
I did. Thank you. I had to really think about it. But what it is for me is like when she said she liked to be choked and she was like going into detail about it, it just got weird. Like, you genuinely didn't feel like, again, you didn't feel like it was just normal in the conversation, like it just came out. You felt like she purposely said that for a moment because she wanted to seem like, oh, I'm the girl that can talk about sex and sexuality, and, you know, I'm the one that's out here having sex with y'all in your boring marriages, and, you know, Stacey, you dried up and all this, and, like, that's what she was trying to, like, come across as, and it just, again, seemed thirsty. It didn't seem authentic.
Mm-hmm. Everything about her seems thirsty.
So,
girl,
I didn't
you
like
are
it.
Thirsty. Go get you a big gulp from the 7-Eleven.
One of them Diet Cokes that Lisa Barlow likes to drink, honey.
Right? Get the ice and all, because you're thirsty. You have a drink. You're looking for a moment. Mm-hmm. And we hate a girl looking for a moment.
I hate it. Because just let it happen naturally. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
A moment is going to happen. Mm-hmm. At some point, if you are on reality TV, and I will say, I feel like, not even advice, but I think like one of the biggest things that one of my producers ever said that stood out to me is everybody who's on reality TV thinks that their life is boring. Mm-hmm. However, you don't get on reality TV if your life is boring. Mm-hmm. And it's like, when she said that, it's like, yeah, it's my life, and it's the only life that I'll live. So to me, this is my life. This is boring. But to other people who do not live this life,
yes,
you're like, oh my God, your life is so different. I'm like, okay.
I know. Yeah.
So I feel like if you are just on TV and you are the person that they've cast, that's because there's something there. And it would eventually cause a moment. But yeah, Mia has been super disappointing this season.
Yeah.
So I would love for Mia and Jacqueline to exit stage left.
Mm-hmm. And then Kiana and Jazzy, y'all just followed right behind with the bags.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
That's it.
Thank you for your services.
Thank you for your services. I feel bad to say it because you know what? I never want anybody to lose their job, but we also have to remember television is supposed to be entertaining, and I'm not entertained by any of them.
I'm not upset because I was thinking about this in watching the show. Clearly, Kiana's got a check. She's building a house. She has a real Range Rover.
Yes.
She's got the spa, and she's doing all of this clearly without a Bravo check because all that she could potentially be making right now is like $2,500 to $3,000 an episode.
Yeah.
So it's like, this Bravo check is not funding your life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Kiana will be fine if she went on the show. Yeah. Now, the other girls probably wouldn't be, but Kiana would be.
Yeah, I agree. So kind of moving into that. So Kiana brought up at the rum tasting that they were doing that she is suing Deborah. And the girls were a little surprised about that.
They were shocked. The girls are shocked.
What did you think?
I was shocked when Giselle was like, but she ain't got no money. I was like, oh, damn, not Deborah being a broke bitch. I thought Deborah was going to have a coin, too. So, with Deborah having no money, I was like,
Yeah. I think I picked up what Giselle said without saying it. And I'll say this. I think Giselle said, basically, this happened during the filming of a television show. You are a friend of on this television show who is now promoted to a full-time cast member partially because of what happened on that show.
Let it go.
So let it go. Like, it was totally fucked up what happened, but clearly this girl's never going to be back around us again. Uh-huh. Ashley's cut all ties with her. Mm-hmm. Clearly, probably production will never film with her again. Mm-hmm. So there's no, like, immediate threat to you anymore.
At this point, just let it go.
So I think that's what Giselle was trying to say without saying that. But I picked it up and I was like, yeah, girl, like, let it go. Mm-hmm. What's the big deal?
Because, girl, we can't see no scar on your forehead.
There's no
I
scar.
have looked so hard.
I've looked every scene.
Many times.
The 8 scenes she been in, I've been looking.
I started to pass out, and my head hit the wall. Boom! But I had a praying grandmother. Yeah, so she's been in 8 scenes, and I've looked at her forehead as well in all 8 scenes. And what I can agree with is there's no scar there. So, Kiana, if you did use something from your own spotlight, you do need to tell us, because, baby, it did do that.
It did the job.
It did the job.
It did what it was supposed to do.
And even if you didn't, you need to lie and pretend like you did, have like some shea butter or some stuff, and you need to put out your product claiming you used your product to get rid of your scar. You're welcome.
I agree. And then, I just think like that for Potomac, like just kind of wrapping that up right now is like, I want to see a little bit more, hopefully before the end of the finale. And I want to see more from Kiana maybe. I would love to see if Jazzy gets somewhat more involved before the end of the season.
She won't.
I would love to maybe see Ashley a little more in the mix. I don't know. I just feel like this season to me has been heavily Mia, Stacey, Karen.
It has. And Giselle does her thing every season by giving you the funny confessional and giving you enough mess. Wendy has done a good job, I feel like, of doing the same as Giselle this season. Mm-hmm. And Ashley has fallen flat every season as we've progressed since
her and Michael's divorce.
Honestly, I feel like Ashley has fallen flat since her pregnancy.
No.
I do.
The second pregnancy?
Both. I think when Ashley got pregnant, Ashley changed. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. And I love growth. And I also don't expect any woman on any franchise or any reality show to be deep down in the mess if you're pregnant. Mm-hmm. So I gave Ashley a pass, pregnancy 1, pregnancy 2, and postpartum season pregnancy. Mm-hmm. But by that season after that, whatever season that was, Ashley should have been back to giving something. Mm-hmm. And it's like we've been getting this fake divorce that you're so elusive about that it's annoying. It's like, okay, so you're not getting no money. Why you ain't divorced this man yet? Like, what's really going on? And there's just a guardedness there that I'm tired of. So
I agree.
Hopefully, by the reunion, there will be some sort of something and movement to keep us interested. But I think Andy's tired of it too. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Ashley, Mia, Jacqueline, Kiana, and Jazzy all gone next season. That's 5 women.
Chop.
That's 5 women.
Yeah. But I don't think Bravo's just going to keep people on just to give them a paycheck anymore.
Because that would still leave who? Ashley? No, not Ashley. Excuse me. Giselle, Karen, the new girl.
Stacey.
Stacey. Wendy.
Is
that it?
That's it.
That would just leave the 4 of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
And then I would go and get 1 newbie and 1 new friend of.
No, I think a cast of 6 works best. 6 women and then 1 friend. So 7. So a 7-person cast.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was always down with the 5.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The 5 only works if all the 5 work.
If all the 5 work. Yeah.
It only works if all the 5 work.
Uh-huh.
If there's 1 weakling there. Because for me now, you got to remember, you're removing people. So that means Wendy needs to step it up. That means Giselle needs to step it up.
Absolutely.
So like if those 2 don't step it up to the level where the other people are, it's still going to fall a little flat.
Yeah. Because to me, it's wild that you got like 9 women on Potomac this season.
9. I was like, damn.
And it's still just not.
It's still not giving.
Yeah. It has not been giving since Katie.
Yeah, it's been rough. Honestly, since Monique.
I forgot all about Monique.
Bitch, you a lie.
Because I was the biggest Monique stan.
Oh, baby, that was my girl. Homes. Yes.
I loved Monique, T'Challa. I love...
Everything about Monique was amazing.
There's a gut feeling that Monique's gonna come back to Potomac.
This shit.
Girl, what's happening? Oh my god, you guys! Oh my god, you guys! All of a sudden,
bitch, I jumped.
Marcus jumped and he was looking at something behind me. So, of course, I got scared because I'm black. So, I was about to be halfway out of the room. Again, Sam and his raggedy ass soundproofing. God damn it, Sam. You better be glad you fit in our budget.
So, did you, let's move on. Have you watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
I have not.
Fuck, we can't talk about that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, what's our next topic then?
I don't know, but I feel like I was about to say something about whatever we were talking about. Were we still talking about Potomac?
We're talking about Monique.
Oh, yes. Dive into that. Did you see the interview Monique recently did?
No.
This is why I said I think Monique may come back.
No.
Monique recently did an interview, and in her interview, it was a podcast. She was super transparent about her finances. Mm-hmm. When she divorced Chris, she had a prenup. Didn't know they had a prenup because I always thought they were together pre-fame, like pre him going pro. And I guess they kind of, but not really were. She worked as his, I guess, assistant. And her prenuptial agreement was she would just get one large lump sum payment of whatever her salary was. Like, let's say she was making $60,000 a year when she was working for him. However many years they were married, she would get whatever that salary was for each year they were married with like a 3% increase added to it every year. So, Monique did not walk away with that out of that marriage with a lot of money.
Maybe $1 million?
Maybe $1 million. And I think that would be very loose to say. And Monique went on this podcast and she said she spent every penny of that divorce settlement buying a house in Potomac to keep her kids like in the same school district, close to their dad's house, and try to keep their life as normal as possible. So she just said she spent all of her money buying her house cash. So that now means you have to work to live. So that's why I said Monique gonna come back, because everybody knows Bravo. I don't know if everybody knows, but we know a Bravo check is a good check.
Bravo's a good check.
Bravo is a good check.
So you don't think she's gonna like make up with Carlos King?
Absolutely not. Why would you go to that TV One
own network?
Why would
Don't do Oprah.
Why would you go to that TV One network and do what's that show called? Love and Marriage. Why would you go do a Love and Marriage when you could be on the Real Housewives?
Yeah,
because the Love and Marriage franchise is ghetto.
It didn't used to be. It started out so classy.
It was so classy about black people trying to sell houses. Yes. Not one house got sold, but plenty of people's dirty laundries and fights have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sad.
So I think Monique's going to come back.
All right, Alex, we talked about Potomac a lot today, so clearly we're not going to get to Beverly Hills. So we'll have to pick that up on the next episode.
Absolutely.
Where we might have some special guests joining us afterwards.
We do. We have some very special guests joining us next week. Yes. It's not a surprise. I think everybody knows them and loves them and probably wants to hear from them.
Yes.
So we're going to dive into, of course, we're going to touch on Beverly Hills, but we're going to dive into You, Me, and My Ex.
Yes.
All things behind the scenes. And we're going to have Steven and Caroline join us.
Of course.
Oh, my God.
It'll be a quadruple.
Okay, I was just going to say a foursome.
Oh.
But I think it's just an orgy at that point.
Okay, yeah, probably.
But since there's only one female, it'd be a ménage à trois.
A ménage à trois?
A ménage à trois.
Is that what that is? So I thought ménage à trois was 3 people.
3 people of one sex.
Oh.
Anywho, stay tuned because there's going to be so much more. And like always, cue the chaos.
Cue the chaos, y'all. We'll see y'all very soon. Bye.